And thus begins the lesson. The lesson of F France. Viva la France. We will not be doing enough business with the American people anymore, Mr. Santalella. Hello, Mr. Macron. Hi, baby. Hi, sexy. Too sexy for your suit. Too sexy to be sued. I thought we all turn on our love lamps. If you're a man, remembering what it feels like to simply gesture romantic love. Made in China and bought in Walmart, $14. US dollar, 14. So far, that's the price. That's the price I pay for love. And you put you put your lamp. If I had an internet connection with the world when I was a kid growing up, I wouldn't have jacked off half as much that I had to end up jacking off anyway. Alright, anyway, this would have been nice. I'm in a dream. I'm telling myself, number one, I'm going to be honest. This is, instead of love power with a love flower, I have a love light lamp in the daylight sight. This is a wonderful daydream. Here we go. And this can even be done in front of your own mother, but she won't like it. She'll go, "Stop that, Austin." And I'll go, "Okay, Ma, after I'm done." Here, I got this video camera connected to the world now, and I'm talking into this little machine that looks like an LED game with blips. Pong, actually, with the LED lights. And it makes a face while I'm talking, with the eyes, with the levels, everything. I'll make a comedy video. Anyway, Ma, look. Ooh, does that make you feel? How's that make you feel, Ma? Ooh. I'm not going to tell you why my hands are sweating, but it's because this is round like a boob, and this is a nipple, and there's my love lamp, and it goes well with my equilibrium. Right to the pineal gland, outside of the hard-on. Alright, anyway, there is no hard-on harder than the one you can't wear. It's like a pair of bad-fitting shoes to sing the blue ball blues. Visceraldo. Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. That was Dawn. Before it was Tony Orlando and Dawn. Tony Orlando just wore tight pants and let you know it leaned to the right or the left that day. And Dawn pretended they weren't looking. And Dawn wore their own hair. That was real hair. Dawn straightened their hair. And then they became great actresses later on in life. Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Once on the pipe, bonk, bonk. Those were what my stepfather used to listen to, songs on the radio with my mom. My mom used to liken my stepfather, who had long hair, who looked Spanish, Mexican face in his romantic. He was Roman Italian. So he had the dark skin and the big face and everything like Tony Orlando. Growing up, while that song was on the radio, making a #1 hit of itself. Now we're talking. Austin wanted to acknowledge what a grateful surprise of recognition of the senses that he has, left stoned or otherwise. Today's another day. And I wanted to say it, honestly, honest to God, it's an honor. It's no big a deal to talk to people and pretend I'm talking to people on Facebook who are acclaimed to my lifestyle or the personality of my family that could be reminded to me that they're the last of the living. Among the living and the dead, who would you be spending time with right now, Austin Emil Santalella, if you had a choice? And the bottom line is after my second pot of coffee, I just made it, I want you to know, Dean Martin's family, Deanna Martin, Nancy Sinatra, Linda Carter, whoever else I might be sharing a photo of who's alive. They're beautiful, and they're really reminding me of special moments in the soundtrack of our lives, because I was there with you at the time you were doing it, and I remember these people, and we're very precious, and they're not replaceable people. People are precious. You can't buy another version of the same one. There's only one made by God every time they make a baby. And these are beautiful feelings to say on live TV for everybody. When they're sharing their mother's pictures with me, I'm crying all the time. You got it. I'm crying. I don't want to act like a grown-up because I'm really not good at it. You know, I'm not. I am not a good man, really, on the big basis of, world forum, for people. But I do want to tell you, it's a big honor. And I know it's got a lot to do with President Donald John Trump being in office and people supporting me, like Governor DeSantis, everybody in Florida, and letting me talk, swear, and scratch, and make connection. It's big. It's a deep thing. I can't convey it in the expression that I'm telling you in a conversational tone. It's got to be more than that, and I believe in you very much that it's a big deal. It took me 55 years to meet up with the family members and surviving the contingency of the population that I was growing up to be, a part of it. I wanted to be a big part of it, and I did want to say it's beautiful. It's big. It feels good. And thank you. Tommy James of Tommy James and the Shondells, New Jersey, USA. Congratulations. Please get married before you pass away. It's good to know you're suggesting we all find you. And congratulate you for your proposal, finally. And this is beautiful. And please do it. Do it good, and do it for us. Do it for the kids. Mr. Tommy James and the Shondells, Crystal Blue Persuasion, Crimson and Clover, Towing the Line, and among others, Christian-hearted people. These are big people. For my feelings that they're still alive, they're meaningful, and they should be preciously understood that they're good people. They did a lot for people in the music business and around the music business, through the music business, that didn't even exist outside of their involvement with the music business. If they didn't do it, there wouldn't even be any effort really, for preservation and creative process outside of industry, within the industry. I would like to see Capitol Records recognize Tommy James and the Shondells. That's what I would like to say. If I got, you know what I wanted to tell you I came up with today? I wanted to tell you that I kind of recognized myself sitting here without I don't have a couch like I used to growing up all these years, being a bum on the couch and thinking I was being held back or something because I was stuck on a couch. But anyway, I got a drum set in my parlor, and it's kind of exciting. And I wanted to say some shit that was more sensible than the way I'm rambling right now, but I can't remember what I'm doing. I thought that I would be the representative of today. I would say things that I didn't just mean it. I just felt like it should be said, because on behalf of lack of character development and personalities that are in places that can't afford to say or feel or express themselves openly, I kind of took it upon myself to kind of break down what needs to be said. Who would say it if you could hear anybody if you wanted to be anybody that you needed to hear today, whether it was Congress, whether it was the boss at your job, or whoever it is, what would you be thinking they need to say if that was you? If it was you, what would you do? What would you do if it was you? It's your turn to talk, right? What are you going to say now? So I took it upon myself to try to come out with that characterization, which is character development. And unfortunately, or like it or not, I throw my shit in there to make it personal, but that's the special sauce. That's my authenticity. Now, laughing at President Macron for telling us he doesn't want to do business with the United States, and Mr. President Donald John Trump shares with me all the time on my wall on Facebook, which I want you to know I'm a proud member of society to admit this. I take it upon myself to try to make our president laugh every time he posts, or get to his attention where we're just eating a dish of macaroni and sitting down and he's doing his job and I'm doing my job, and I'm very proud to be on the job. And I want you to know that. That's the deal right there. So if we got a deal, the deal would be that I just become a 56-year-old guy after this year, right? I'll be in April 28th. I'll be 56. And my son will be 27. And that's a big deal. I can't even imagine going past the line there. That's a big deal. And these guys are older than me, and they're already doing their life in shoes and places and things that I couldn't even dream it. You know what I mean? I can't dream it. So I want to say with my purposeful, intentful purpose to try to remind everybody it's an April Fool month, but April's full of birthdays and anniversaries. Death birthdays and birthdays for me are big, and my family are big to the ones that aren't here anymore that I used to be close to. We were all born around each other's birthday, and it starts in April. So I'm going to keep it going and try to be more of a family member to the living, as much as I pray for my family that's passed to the people that I've paid attention to. So that made me look, you know, got to pray for you. And I got to say I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I didn't want to come in the sideways. I think we have so much to say and so much to go on with. It's all because we have an open expression. It's freedom. We're free to do it because we got the right guy in the chair for the President of the United States today, Mr. Donald John Trump. We're free. We're free, and we're going to make it. We're going to do it. No matter how many more breaths we get to hold on to and breathe through our nose, we're going to love everyone doing it that we can love, that could be reminded and reflect our love back. That's what we're going to do. We're going to defend it. I hope we have the honor and the dignity and the integrity of the American population as we understand it, this generation and the next. We can't go on past our great grandkids, but we would like to. We would like to. Why would you want to destroy the sanity and recognition of restoration and reflect upon the principles and values that created this country to make it outstanding among all the nations in the world? We're the only ones that can do what we're doing. We're the only ones. And you know what I wanted to say to the President of the United States on the air? Who else is going to remember how to do it? That's the game right there. Who's going to remember? And while we got the chance to have a chance, go all the way. Go in. I'm going all the way. To the moon, Ellis, to the moon. We're going to make it. And I'm going to say, for the positivity of the recognition of the moment of historical context, what Elon Musk has done for this country is in miraculous terms. People, it's miracles to put a spaceship into space and get astronauts out of there after they were supposed to be home 8 days later. Joe Biden left them up there for a year. And guess what? That's a beautiful historical landmark achievement. And people who are bitching and moaning are considered to be, I consider you to be less than the ashes off of an ashtray on the floor. That's what I consider them to be. They're so insensible, it's not even safe. So look at them in the face, tell them to keep take a knee, bend a knee, go Black Lives Matter and take a knee. And they could be Muslim and look down in the ground with their head in a dirt hole. But you know what you can't do? You can't intimidate me. You can't redirect my choices. My freedom remains my dictation, self-determination with the choice of my president. We got a chance with Donald John Trump. We just don't have enough of the population because they aren't supposed to be here illicitly. They're illicit population. It doesn't matter if you're an immigrant, a refugee, a dissenter. If you're a Muslim in Congress or wearing a wig weave today and you think you're going to bitch somebody out because they're moving too slow for your capacity to understand the human race, so you get violent, threaten us, lie, cheat, maim, murder. We don't have a patience for it at our age, okay? It's not something that's a Nazi party or a white person's privilege or the idea that we're old and in the way now. We're going to get our licks in before we go and we could be killed any minute, so we're going to wait for you to do it first, buying ass. I think it's better to be the unsilent majority. After the age of 50, it's time to get real. These people who can threaten you when you slow down because of your age have established themselves to be a credible predator nomenclature. It's not black, it's not white, but it is evident. They exist. This is not a hallucination. This is not on behalf or responsibility of anybody's opinion, but my own responsibility. I take charge for it, and I wish to be the author of this bill. The bill that hasn't been understood or writ, because you have the infiltration of the United States Social Party going on down this. It's worse than communism, you know. And they're pretending to be the American population. And they are against the people who are trying to make sense of it. They're murdering us informally in cartel gang activity every day. It goes under the radar. Thank you again. I don't want to scare everybody. This is a beautiful time to have the opportunity to express myself with my runny nose sitting here in my parlor, desperate or otherwise to be heard. It's your lunch hour. I'm freaking out. I got a drum set. I got things to think about. My son's going to call me back. I got to give him more money. I got to figure out why I'm doing anything. I don't have enough. I'm going to sit here. I'll make sense, but I'm still free. I'm still free, and I'm proud to understand I'm 55 years old. I'll be 56 April 28th. My son will be 27 April 29th. It's a God-given gift. Thank you for the opportunity to express myself. I'm here for you. Let me know if we can do something. It's more than a mission for me to say I'd rather do the journey with you, because this is a Woodstock nation. I'm in Woodstock Nation from 1969, born April 28th. Thank you. And thank you, Mom, for having me and loving me.